Mikerowchip here, playing Trainz 2022
Plus Standard Edition.
And this is Coal Country Episode 3. And there goes the last of that Norfolk Southern grain train that we saved. It's on its way. This is Gus here in his little GP9s. And he is the one that saved them. Now this train here, we'll go to the front of it here. He's blowing his horn here somewhere, right? He's not going to get stuck here now, is he? Don't get stuck here now, huh? I don't think so. I think he's going to be all right. Yeah, for now, I'm going to put 3 engines on the front of this. That's how that's going to work. All right, now we're going to go to Thomas. That's whose turn it actually is right now. We just got interrupted. Where's Thomas? I thought he was near the top. Apparently, he's not. Oh, Thomas, where are you at, buddy? There you are. Oh, he's here at the steel factory. Doing steel things. All right, here's the other train right up here that pulled in. That one came from Richmond, right? Yeah. And the other one that we saved came from Parker. All right, so before we do anything else, what we got to do is we've got to get rid of this outbound train going right here. Is it all one piece? It's on the far left track here. No, it's in 2 pieces. Well, we might as well use all the engines we got, right? And just move it out to Richmond. So it's got to run around. Here are the engines I'm going to use right here. There's, how many other here? There's 4. That's got to be more than enough power, right? I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to waste my time looking. God, do I want to look so bad right now? All right, so we're going to go this way. And then this way. I think we can just scoot out. No, we can't. No, that's not going to happen, is it? Okay, so we'll go this way, and then... yeah, and then what do we have over here? This is a track that actually leads all the way through, guaranteed, right? These tracks here, this one here is open. That would be a shorter way around. So we'll go down that track right here, which is what? I got to look at it from this direction to make the left and right. Right, U56. Okay. So then that'll come like that. So he'll have to do some seesaw to get over there. I don't know why it sounds like a donkey. All right. Am I on that? Or I'm not even on this right now. Here we go. Now I'm on it. This is Scott. Great Scott. Here we go. That should be enough to fit all 4 engines in here, right? To clear this switch right here? Sure. Got that other train coming in, but he should come in over on this track here. If all goes well. Which way is he going now? Let's make sure of that. Okay, yep. Come on forward, Norfolk Southern. Or do you need to be helped out of that track? No, look at that. You can make it. All right, that wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. It's not their fault. I didn't put an extra engine on there when I should have. Yeah, I was going to say, I was saying, maybe I should have laid down some sand that helped him over the hump. But then every time that train comes from Parker, I'm going to have it go over go over there and sand for it, because it won't sand automatically. So yeah, it's going to be an extra engine. He should be coming any second now, I think. Oh, I keep forgetting yeah, see how small the locks are on this. All right, a little bit more forward. Still haven't cleared it. What the haystacks? Right? How close did we get? Oh, no, we got lots of room. Okay. So now we're going to want to... you can kill the bell. You're good. Now you're going to want to go this way. And then you're going to want to go... Yeah. And this way. Okay. To get to U56, which is this one right here. We got to clear this track, or this switch right here. Look at us go. Of course, when I say us, I mean me. I'm doing all the work. You guys are just watching. I use air quotes, by the way, when I use the word work. Here we go. That's some nice looking engines, huh? Alrighty. There we go. Throw it this way. These got those fancy switches on them where it actually shows the track move. I think I showed this before. Look at that. Oh, that's fancy. That's just fancy. All right, we're gonna come over this way then, and we're gonna go this way, right? Yep. And then this way, right? And we might as well run down this end, set everything up. Then this one is already set correctly. Yes. Yes, and yes. Well, look at that. How about this one over here? Look at that. It's all set up correctly. Then we got to back into this, hook up to that second part of that cut, and then we can... Oh, no. You know, I'm doing this wrong. No. Am I? Because you can't get out. If I set them in this direction, you can't get to Richmond even though it's over there. Which is weird. It curves around. So if I wanted him to go to Richmond, he'd have to come the same way. Or option B, we could have him connect up here and then just push this back. But that's not going to work either because that other train is coming in. He's going to park right where I'm going to want to go. I got a dilemma. I have a dilemma. Is that train coming in yet? Yeah, here he comes now. Oh, boy. Darn it, train. Yeah. So... Alright, now I'm starting to think I shouldn't move this one off. That's the problem with... with playing as many routes as I do. I can't remember the sequence of events. Yeah, I don't want to pull this one out until these are done. Yeah. All right, well, okay, well, put them back. Stop hemming and hawing. Just put them back. Okay, so this one here, we're going to have to go this way now, then this way. This is depressing. It's not really, but... Oh, my cat's standing here staring at me. What do you want, cat? Daddy's trying to drive trains. Oh, she's getting some lovin's. I'm petting her and she's like... Alright, yeah, the cat's all over me. Let me put you guys on pause. I'll figure out how to get rid of her. Oh, no, she just jumped up. Okay, no pause needed. No pause needed. Okay. Well, apparently that train made it all the way through the rest of its harrowing journey. Okay. Now let's put these back on the ready track here. Yeah, we pulled them out. Just a test run, that's all. We just wanted to make sure the paint job looked good. Kick the tires a little bit. Make sure she's all right. Write down all the dents that it's got on it so we aren't charged later on. Now, of course, that means I have to add 4 more engines to this. Eee, that's going to be quite a power move. How come I have so many engines here? Shouldn't. Maybe I didn't have any outbounds last time? The question is, I think I can fit 4 more engines on this track I'm putting these on right now. Let me look. Right there. Can we fit 4 more engines on here? Oh, yeah. We got lots of room. It's just dead ends over here. So all those dead ends right there. So, okay, we can do it. So let's start with these engines right here. These will be the first ones we're going to discombobulate. Apply. Here we go. Oh, I'm still controlling this train. You got to click on this one more. It's moron, by the way. It's just a shorthand for moron. Okay. So let's apply here now. Can't because I'm not in control of it. There we go. Now apply here. There we go. What the? Stop. Yeah, remember? You got to decouple. That's right. Oh, my gosh. Here we go. Okay. I'm making mistakes, but I'm quickly catching them. So, that's something. Supposed to be the entrance to the steel mill. Okay. Got this track right here. What do we use this track for? It goes into there. I don't know what that track is used for. What it was designed for. Almost looks like kind of the place where you'd park the shunter. Here's a nice shot. Oh, except we're gonna run through this one. My bad, train. Alrighty. Oh, we can stop right now. We don't have to clear it. That's the advantage to not putting that switch over. I'm going to call that an advantage. Okay, now we're going to go this way. Yep. Then this way. And then this way. Boop, bop, beep. Whose bell is ringing? Is that still ringing on? It must be ringing on this train right here. Yeah, it is. Stop. Stop with the bell already. You're not even moving. All right. There we go. You just barely see it above, in between the Y and the D. They're actually mostly above the D, the little lock symbol. Here it goes. Just turned off. You got to really peel your eyeballs to see it. All right, let's add this one to the pile. Yes, the only way to get to Richmond is going down this track here. You can't go down over there like I was saying before. So what we'll have to do is once this is done, we'll take all these engines over on this side and we'll back this whole train down and then have them go out this way towards Richmond. That's where, well, the Richmond exit. This is Richmond right here. We go nice and easy like. Beautiful. A little more power here. Got that much. Back him down onto this track. Get him out of the way. He's out of the way. Okay, now we got to come over here to Thomas. Thomas is over here. Now you can see both these trains. That's the grain train that just came in. That's the one that's been here for a while. We just took the power off the front of it. Now that is the spacer car there. This is Thomas. He's ready to go. Okay, Thomas, what do you say, buddy? How in the heck do we get out of here? So we go this way, right? And then we'll have to go this way, right? And then this way. And then to get out of here. Oh, yeah, it bleeds over. Okay, I forgot. It's got this little track over here. Okay. We don't want to go up there. All right. All right. I think I can't. He's way over here. I can see him, but is he moving in the right direction? Nope, it's the wrong direction. This is actually forward for him right here. He'll lean out the window and yell out loud, "Forget that last horn." It was only supposed to be 2. You know, for reasons. Here he comes. And we'll be working the steel industry. Thomas is actually the one that does it. It's known as Route RS 101. Why? I forget. I came up with a naming scheme somehow, but I don't know what it means. Well, RS means Richmond Steel. 101 is a part I don't know how to do it by. Usually I do it by mile markers. What mile marker is closest to? There we go. There it is. This way and this way. Now he's going to yell out the window. This time I did mean 3 horns. We need to get him a bullhorn. And it's almost got a long backup on it. Alrighty. Then we're going to want to come over here. This is the track I was talking about. I forgot it. I forgot it existed. Then we're going to come over here. I think just this first one's going to get it done. Right? That's where this train was. Yeah. So he clears here. Well, no, we want to keep it this way for right now. And then he'll come back this way to get it. Go on, get it. All right. Now he's got back-to-back GP9 high hoods. We're going to crank him up to 16 mile an hour because I am feeling dangerous. These cars here, these are all going to Richmond Steel here. I can tell those scrap metal cars, and they got the coil cars on there. These, I don't know. Are these the ones that are outbound? I don't think so. I think there's another line of cars over on the other side. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, there is. I don't know where those cars are going. Are those overflow cars? I don't know. We'll figure it out here in a moment. I think that's the overflow track, right? That's, yeah, overflow. There it is. I see it right there. This one is outbound. They both start with an O. That could be confusing. There we go. Alrighty then. I don't use any portals on this route. I have trains coming through, but I just have them like the passenger train will go into an off-map area. There's got any scenery or anything on it, like a staging area, of course. And then it just sits there. I have it like sit there for like 10 minutes, as if it were off-map doing something. I'm not using portals, although in the Tidewater route, which I think I'm going to bring back here pretty shortly now. Maybe next week even. But I'm using portals on that one. They've been working pretty well. Oh no, is this forward now? Yeah. I did it wrong again. Gosh darn it. All right. Now we're just going to come and we're going to lash onto the cars and we're going to pull them back this way. Technically, this is a service road, but people are working right here, so we'll go through the sequence. There we go. Here we go. Now backwards. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a little bit harder to pull this way, isn't it? There we go. Now we got to make sure these switches are all set correctly because we want to just clear this switch is what we want to do. But I got myself going this way, and that should work, right? There's no switches way down this way, is there? We got the bridge. The next switch over is this one here. I doubt we'll get there, but yeah, it's set anyway, so. So there you go. Let's do this. There we go. Kill the bell. Then we can start shutting. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yard. There we go. Where's this switch? Is it right here? Oh. There it is. That's the switch I got to clear right there. Like I said, yeah, I guess last time we didn't have anything on the outbound, so I didn't get rid of those last time. Not that it makes a difference. I could have set them engines light somewhere. But I did. Now, some of these cars will have to be on this side of the yard, and then I'll have to drag them all over the other side. And although there are empty tracks right now, there shouldn't be a problem. I'm thinking, what if in the future there's nothing, all the tracks are full, but I'll just have to figure something out. I don't know. Let's not try to solve future problems. Let's solve problems we have now. And let me get the Richmond Yard up here. There we go. I forget how I tagged these. Did I tag these with their numbers? Or did I not? With their local numbers. That'd have been helpful if I did. Oh yeah, we're going to overshoot this. Okay, click over this way. That is... Oh, yeah. So we're at the front of the train? Yeah. Okay. So Lefroy Fuel will be the first one. Lefroy Fuel is... I can't remember how I'm doing this. M62, which I think is on the far side, right? Let me just check real quick. M62. There's overflow. There's M57, which is green, yeah. So on my spreadsheet, what I did was all the ones that are on this end of the yard, I put in green highlights, and then everything on the other side of the yard is red. So that way I know all, yeah. So, all right, so to get those on the other side of the yard, we're going to put them on this track right here so as to not block off any of these tracks right here. Okay, so the first cars are going to come. So we're way over here, that's fine. We're going to come, we're going to shove them right back on, or we're going to put them onto this track here. I don't know what we just came off. All right, so then Burning Fork Log is what? Well, let's start backing up. We know the first ones are on there. Actually, it's forward. Yep, forward, okay. So we have, yeah, the first two, and then Burning Fork Log. Burning Fork Log. Yeah, it's got to be on the far side too, right? Burning Fork Log Unload. Why don't I have that? Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. All right. So those are all going to go on that track. Peabody. I'm looking. Enjoy it. Okay, Peabody's M57. So those will be the first ones. Those will be the reefers. Okay. First, we got to shove these onto this track up until the reefers. Then the reefers are going to go on M57, whichever one of these tracks on this side it is. Take it easy. Take it slow. It's a relaxing game. You make mistakes, but all the mistakes are made in extremely slow motion. All right, so there's those two. And we got those two, and then we got the two center beams. They're all going The burning fork. Well, the first one's going to Lefroy, yeah, so that's something different. Alrighty. What's on a little bit more in here are the reefers. Stop it right there. This is going to be an all shunting episode, I'll tell you that right now. There we go. Apply. Do that. Peabody. These are empty. Stopped them up here, couldn't I? Yeah, it's all right. We went one extra car length we need to do. Now we got to find out where M57 is. M57. Here it is right here on the left. That's right. That's right. That's wrong. This is right. And we've got to clear this switch right here. Okay, then we got these tankers, which are going to where? Richmond Fuel. That's got to be this side, right? No. Richmond Fuel's the other side. Really? That seems odd. Seems like it would be this side, but it's not. Okay. Here we go. It'll stop sometime. Either got to put on the brake sooner. Check it again now, make sure. Yeah, that's right. Oh. Okay, here he comes. Yeah, go this way, and then we want to go, yeah, this way. Wait, right? Yeah. Okay. This way, this way, this way, this way, and then M57. And then I'll have to find out what these overflows are and stick them on, see if I can get them to where they're supposed to go. That's a future project, though. Then we have, like I said down here, Richmond Fuel is going to be on the far side. Which means I'll just put them over here, and we'll keep adding these. Once we get all these drilled on this side, now it's got to run around the other side, pick them up from this side, and then run these back down that end, and then shunt those. That's the plan, Stan. For any of you who might be named Stan. If no one's named Stan, then I'm going to need a volunteer. Somebody's got to be Stan. Alrighty. Lots of people waiting for the passenger train. Alright, start slowing down earlier now. These are all empty reefers. Now, are these on right now? Do they keep them on when they're empty? You wouldn't think so, right? What would be the sense in it? You can start them up when they get there. I don't think they take real long to cool down, right? It's like you plug in a new refrigerator. You know, you plug it in, it gets cool pretty quick. All right. Stop it right there. Oh, I'm going to have to back up a little bit. I wanted to see if I could do it without backing up, but it didn't happen. So apply. Decouple. Forward hoe. I think it's backwards, isn't it? Yeah, it's backwards. Gosh darn it. One more horn. Just shoved it a little bit. There we go. Okay. So Richmond Fuel, then it's Peabody Goldwater Frozen Foods again, right? Yeah, so it's going to be another reefer. Alrighty. Yeah, I noticed on this one there are, I don't know how you term it, but there are like long poles in between, you know. It's not, your shunting requires a bit more movement before you get to the clearing the switches. The switches are far apart. There you go. You did it. Good man. Okay, there's the thing right there. Yep. Then the frozen foods. Then it's Lefroy fuel load. That's going to be on the other side too, isn't it? Yeah. Lefroy. All Lefroy's over on the far side of the yard. Yes, it is. Start slowing down early. The switch is right here. No, I'm looking at the wrong switch. Here I am all happy with myself thinking, okay, we're going to slow down plenty of time. And I'm looking at the wrong switch. Come on, Mikerowchip. Get in the game. Nah, that's all right. Now it's forward now, right? I got to get that cemented in my brain. Remember which way we're going here. Yeah, it is forward now. Here he comes. We'll put that one back on an M57. And the Lefroy fuels are going to come back over here. And I don't know what's next after that. It is the Bledsoe fuels. Yeah, Bledsoe fuels is on the far side too. All the fuels going on the far side, I don't know why. Just is. That's the way I have it set up. Seems to work so far. Someone was asking me if the game Run 8 is any good in comparison to Microsoft Train Simulator. I have not played Microsoft Train Simulator in a long, long time. Well, from what I remember, it was all scenario-based, right? If I remember correctly. No, wasn't there a feature where you could... the trains would all run themselves, but then you could jump in command of any train that you wanted to. I think that was it, too. But it was kind of still, you know, the trains do this. You don't really get to set anything up. I mean, could you go to an industry and just load or unload or do whatever you wanted to like you can in Run 8 or in this game? I don't know the answer to that. So anyway, my answer was I thought this one had a little bit more freedom to it. You could do more what you wanted to. Alrighty. This. Go here. Back it up. There we go. Now let's go to the right switch. The roar of the engines, eh? All right, so we're going back to M57, so it should be set for M57 once we clear this switch. A nice shot here, huh? There, it's better than I tuck that thing up a little bit. Yeah, not really. Not really. There we go. Where's that switch? There it is. There it is, you sneaky bugger, you. I don't know why it's sneaky. Here we are. It's a long time to slow down. No, wait, that's supposed to be going backwards, right? Or is it forwards? No, it is forward. I still don't have it down. Forwards is this way, Mo. Come on. Get in the game. Kind of a cool shot here, isn't it? It was an accidental setup. Kind of reminds me of that opening scene from Star Wars. The ship just comes out of your forehead. If this one's out of your forehead, it's out of your crotchal area. All right. Here now, just got to put this one reefer over here. He's hidden around those engines there. Oh, here he comes. Look at this guy. He's walking weird, though. Oh, he doesn't bend his knees when he walks. Maybe he's on stilts. All right, slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down a lot more. Let's use Marimba. Uh-oh. 8, 7 mile an hour. Why? This is being very difficult for me, but I don't know why. The engines are just really slow to react. Come on, short line engines. I know you guys don't have a whole ton of money, but that's in some brakes. All right, so there we go. I just got to stop driving it like a car. All right. Now we're going to Lefroy Fuel, which is going to be bumped over here. There we go. So we got Lefroy Fuel and Bledsoe Fuel are all on the other side, right? Yep. Then what do we got next? Then we have Lefroy Transload. That's on the far side. Yep. Of the yard. Then we have Richmond Steel, which is on this side. Yeah. Okay, so we got to go all the way up to the gondola, which is carrying scrap metal when we're shoving them onto this track over here. That should be easy to spot. Okay. Oh, this is so nice. IRL. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It is Christmas Eve where I'm at right now. And it is early in the morning. And so I'm getting this out of the way early in the morning so I have the rest of the day to celebrate Christmas Eve with friends and family. Isn't that nice? That's nice. I'm in a good mood right now. Everything's coming up me and I'm loving it. Playing Trainz. Later on when the friends and family can come over, I can bore them to death about my Trainz. And yeah, right after this, I'm done recording this. While it's uploading to YouTube, I'll be cleaning the bathrooms. That's something you want to know, right? Sure, you're all curious. And then I will exercise, take a shower, and I'll be ready to go. Get the kielbasa ready. We're having pierogies. We're having a Polish Christmas this year. Why not? Well, Christmas Eve. Christmas is over at my sister's house, and she lives 3 houses down. How about that? So I say it's all coming up me. Even when I have to go somewhere, it's not very far. All right. Up to the scrap metal gons. They're gondolas, but the cool kids call them gons. Here we go. For some reason, I lost all my power. We can just power back up. Ooh, this is heavy. Here we go. Now, on this one here, you got those industries. So when you go to tag something, it looks at the car that you have, and then it displays only the industries that can use that car. So obviously, if it's a loaded tanker, it's only going to list the places where loaded tankers are accepted, whether it be fuel or diesel or whatever. So I was thinking about putting those onto Tidewater route. It takes a little bit to set them up. It's not real hard. But then I think, but then again, it's not that hard to type them in. I type pretty quickly. I'm not a hunt and peck by any stretch of imagination. Well, as a teacher for all those years, I made a lot of worksheets and typed a lot of tests and typed up a lot of labs and those kinds of things. So my typing is pretty good. And like I said, Tidewater's probably going to come back here. Instead of the next episode of the C&O Hinton coming out, I think it's going to be the first episode of Tidewater. Only I don't know what to call it. Tidewater Season 2? Tidewater Rebirth? Tidewater The Revenge? I'm not sure. You know, to distinguish it from the first Tidewater series that happened. And then someone asked me, too, am I going to run the Tidewater differently? Yes. The answer is yes. It is going to be run differently this time. I'm going to try to run it more prototypical. I've been running it already. There are cars and stuff already. We're not going to start empty. There are cars and stuff already on it. So every one of these is numbered 570. The marking gun got stuck. That's all right. I don't see the switch. Every time I do that, those trees get in the way. There it is. There it is. Beautiful. Now we're looking for RS 101. That's where these go. Okay, where's RS 101 over here? It's out on this side. Oh, no, it's right here, isn't it? It's right next to M57, isn't it? Yep, RS 101 is right here. We only got to throw that one switch. Very nice. Here we go. There's two hoppers here with coal in them, which is what we produce the most here on Coal Country. Who would have thunk it, huh? It's right in the name. Okay. Oh, yeah. Should be looking where we're going next. Richmond, and then Lefroy Transload. That's going to be over here again. These are Lefroy Transload over here. Wait, how about that? Here we go. Those two box cars I see there. There we go. Now we're slowing down the right amount this time. Not going crazy. There we go. These are even RP&P gondolas. Specifically made for this route. Only the best. All right, we're getting down with it now. We only got, what, 15 more cars to do. We're going to get rid of some right here. That'll do. Right, like that. Apply. And then forward. Whoop. These are Lefroys, yep. Back it up. All right. Now, how I'm doing this, too, is because we put cars on here, we're starting to fill up the yard here from both sides. I think I may have mentioned this last time. I put this sign in the middle. If this side or that side goes past that sign, that's when I take and start putting stuff on the overflow track so that, you know, I have room on this side. Otherwise, if I keep putting the Richmond Steels here and I take up this whole track, those that I'm coming in from the other side are aren't gonna have any room. So I try to leave it so there's enough room for everyone, because sharing is caring. Okay, so we got these going to Lefroy Transload. Then the Peabody Cornell Canning's got to be M57 again, isn't it? Yep, that's M57 again. So just the last two cars, the two rail boxes, are the ones that are going to go here on this track. They can be shipped to the far side. Far side of the yard, where they'll be drilled on that side. Now, I feel like I slowed down too early. I'll never get it right. Where is it? There it is. That is it. Stop. That'll do. No. Why do I... The switch is right here. Holy I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say guacamole because it doesn't even deserve that. All right, yes, we want to go this way, and then we want to go this way. Yeah. This is how this works. All right, the 2 rail boxes. R box 38625 and R box 37775. 777. Isn't there a movie about a train? 777. It's out of control. Everyone thinks at first it's a roller when actually it's under power. And would an engine roll like that? Because they say it's a roller. They think it's just a roller, which means, I'm assuming, right, it's not under power. It's just rolling down the track. Would engines roll down the track like that? You know, if they're in neutral? I don't know. I mean, I suppose if you started them off, flipped it to neutral to jump out of the train, and then, you know, couldn't get back on like happens in the movie. But would the engines continue to roll? Although they do say it's not going to roll very far. First hill it hits, it's going to slow it right down to nothing. But I'm not even sure whether they even roll. I don't know. Look, we got some 3 CSX boxes. Here we go, right here. And now we're going to forward it. And then Richmond. Well, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Yeah, that works. Yes, the Richmond fuels are going to be on the far side here again. All right. Here we go. There it is. Any second now. There it goes. Go forward with it. These are going to Peabody, which is M57. Again, if you're wondering how I know all this, it's because I'm looking at my spreadsheet on my second screen. That's how I'm doing all this. Yeah. Peabody Cornell Canning is definitely M57. Okay, so right now it's aligned for RS 101 till we do this, and it's M57. We close on M57 to the midline? Oh no, we're not. We are not close to the middle of the yard. We'll fit these 3 cars on here, no problem. Slow this back down again. Easy, cowboy. Like I'm rounding up the last of the buffalo. Nope. There we go. I caught it before the train started moving that time. Look at all that exhaust coming off those engines. It's awesome. All right, then all the rest of them are going to Richmond Fuel Unload, which is on the other side. We'll throw all these last few tankers on the end of those R boxes right over there. Okay. Then we will apply. Nope. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so these are all Richmond Fuel unloads. And the Richmond Fuel unload is right over here. But there are tankers in front of it right now. Alrighty. Okay, and here's this switch right here now. Let's do it on the right switch. We get a nice shot of these RP&P engines. GP9 high hoods. Nice. It's a nice look. A lot less weight, so we slow down a lot faster. It all makes sense. Alrighty. I'm noticing here that there's no railroad ties here. Why is that? Is that a mistake in the graphics? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Hey, flip the switch, guy. Now, why would there be no railroad ties here? Do they do that? Again, I do not know. There's a lot I don't know, though, so that's not surprising. Comes back. Uh-huh. There we go. Now remember which way is forward and backward, now that the video's almost over. So, better late than never, I suppose, but talk about late. On this side, all we had was RS-101s, and we had M57s. That's it. The rest of them didn't have any cars going on. I don't know where all those grain cars are going to go on that grain train that came in. Evidently, we need them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have created that train. Here we go. Apply. Decouple. Oh, forgot. There we go. Beautiful. You know what's not beautiful? Yep, it's the end of the video. That's it. Let's take a look back at the yard. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice right there. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a wonderful time here with Cold Country Episode 3, Episode 4. Not episode, but Episode 4 will come out. Oh, what does this say over here? Wait a minute. Before I outro here. Coldwater Steel Company, but it's the Richmond Steel Company. And what's this track right here? Bunch of railroad ties piled up there? Where's this one going? Somewhere over here? Oh, look, it's like an old industry or something. I never noticed this before. The track continues on. Up into these old industries that nobody uses anymore. That's sad. Isn't it? What's this? Pioneer Feed and Supply. They went out of business. You know, on Tidewater, I revived some industries. There's some old industries on that too, but I redid the tracks and everything, and I revived them. You'll see it. I think it was just one, the Triangle Company or something. Triangle Manufacturing. Anywho, I'm getting distracted. But it went by so fast. Okay, stop. Episode 4 will come out in about 10 days or so. Hope you guys had a good time. I had a blast, as always. Why don't you like... Oh. I made a boo-boo. And that boo-boo is right here. Yeah, I forgot to throw this switch back the way it's supposed to go. So these are all going up into the steel mill now. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Probably shouldn't have. See, now, if I would not have shown you that, I could have got away with it. Oh, well, what are you going to do? All right. I will do it from here so you can see my mistake. Why don't you like, why don't you subscribe, why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that I'm now shoving all these cars up into the steel mill, well, this just may not be the channel for you.